a result ya number one, kutojielewa. When I say kutojielewa, there are three things I look at it. Wakati mulianza relationship, where did you meet? When did you meet? When did you tell each other mnapendana ama unapendwa ama ninakupenda, unanipenda ama nitakupenda ama sipendeki? Mostly we don't answer these questions. Hey, yule dem ni snack, ule boy ni snack, dem ni mali safi, off we go, we cohabit. The person you're cohabiting with, amukuwa mumeanza na msingi ya mapenzi. What you started with was, the girl is cute, the boy is cute, the girl is beautiful, and nobody if not me. So the first thing that came in your mind was lust, sio mapenzi. So by the time unakuja kujua ulikuwa unapenda huyu mtu, roho yake inapenda mtu mwingine, na mmekuwa mkikohabit kama mtu na partner wake. When we start a relationship, because now we are past 18, tukianza kama unaanza kupenda mtu ama unataka kwanza kupenda mtu, jua number one ni mtu gani unataka. What kind of a relationship do you want? What kind of a person do you want? What are the character traits that you're supposed to look for in a partner? What are the things that you're supposed to consider in that partner? And number 5, what am I supposed to give to this partner? Because love is a give me, I give you. So ukiwa like you're the only person mwenye anapeana, at the end of the day you'll feel overwhelmed. Na utafila kwamba that person is using you. After you wrote down the things you need in that partner, then now come to yourself and do a SWOT on yourself. Among the 5 things that I want from this partner, which one can I provide? Which one do I have? What are the quality or the character or the traits that I have that maybe my partner will want? So when you know yourself, you can easily know your partner. But when you don't even know what you can give in that relationship, then I think number one, you're not supposed to be in that relationship. So jielewe kwanza, jijue nataka nini. Aya, na mimi naweza peana nini? Kama ni mangumi na mwenzako anaweza peana mangumi, haya waneni, mtakuwa na battle in the house because both of you mnataka mangumi. But if you are a calm person, mwenye maybe ukikasirishwa unaenda kulia, you don't want to talk, you don't want even to eat, don't marry mwanamke mwenye atakupatia shida. Kuna wale kierere atakuwa na kufosu sababu huwezi mpiga, you are crying on a daily basis, meaning you will not be having peace. Kuna ule mwingine mwenye wewe ni mkali and you want to look for a lady mwenye ni mkali, hamtaishi kwa nyumba moja. You need somebody who can calm you down. Wakati uko juu ako chini, ukiwa chini ako juu, that one will make a relationship. Now you are coming to someone mwenye hawezi ongea na wewe huwezi ongea, because the two of you character yenu ni same. So at the end of the day you are like, huyu mtu alinikosea na hataki kusema, na wewe pia ulikosewa na hutaki kusema. Ile kitu una pile, ukipile, at the end of the day it will become a blast. That is when utasikia mtu amechukua kisu, amestab somebody even 35, 50 times, because he or she has been piling a lot of mistakes, a lot of problems, a lot of hatred and all that. So when hatred piles, at the end of the day you'll be like, okay, now what do I do? Now huyu mtu aoni kama ananikosea, huyu mtu ananichukua kama nani. Ukianza kufika mahali you feel like you're not needed in that relationship, then it means you just need to quit or do away with that relationship. Then the third thing, when we talk about GBV, dialogue. Dialogue, hata kama ni nyumbani, hata kama ni shule, hata kama mmecohabit, hata kama mmeoana, lazima mpatie dialogue a space. Ipatie a chance so as it can, at least when you're having a problem, mkae chini, you sort it out. Hata kama ni, unajua you're in school, mostly watu wengi there are in school. Na mkiwa shuleni, that snack of yours is not your snack because kuna wengine pia wanaona hiyo snack. That beautiful mali safi of yours sio wako peke yake because kuna maboys pia shule. Unless you guys are married officially na mumeamua kuchukua hii to the next level, kama mshajua exactly what you want in this relationship, then we can talk about this is my husband, this is my wife. But now in school ni kuna mademu watakuona wewe kama chali na kuna machali wataona wewe demu kama demu. Unless you treat her to her expectation, unless you treat her to her expectation na upite beyond kidogo, then if somebody comes na mtreat vizuri, you lose her. So by the time unaingia in that relationship, kuna vitu tatu ni no. Msichana anapenda, kuna wale wa mali wanapenda pesa, they want boys from posy homes. Wewe maskini hakuna penye unampeleka. Number 2, kuna wale wenye like, okay, he's a boyfriend, he loves me, I love him, we are good to go whether we have money or we don't have. Na kuna that girl who comes from a who is who family, who just wants anybody called a boyfriend, ni mtu wa party and all that. So you need to understand first, who are you falling in love with? And why are you falling in love? Are you ready for this thing called love? Because love is very painful when you fall in love with the wrong person. But it's very sweet when you fall in love with your partner, the best rib you have. When you fall in love with your friend, she becomes your friend, he becomes your friend, she becomes your partner in crime, you become the partner in crime, because ni mtu mnaingiana, ni kama kuna nati. We usually say kila kitanda kina nati yake. So kuna ile nati ukiguza ina fix, and that is your life. So ukiingia katika this relationship, first know huyu mtu ni nani and why. Am I ready? Kama ataniacha kesho, am I the type ya wale watu wenyeenda kujiua? Kama ataniacha kesho, will I cope up with the pain of losing my love? Will I cope up with seeing my love working with another man or with another woman? So kuna zile vitu lazima ujiulize, uangalie kama you matured enough for what you call love. Tuache hii mapenzi ya ujinga, ati niliona dem na I'm okay, she's good, I think she can make a good wife. Who told you? Until you take that dem home. Akifika nyumbani, then hizo character utajua pale. So we advise, kabla ujaanza kusema I love you, I miss you, I want you, I want to marry you, fanya research yako, jua the kind of girl you want to move with, jua the kind of group the girl works with. And then number 3, always ni vizuri kujua kama dem anampenda Mungu ama she's a club girl or a party girl and all that, because hakuna haja ubebe dem ufike kwa nyumba akuache kwa nyumba anabembeleza mtu, anapika anabembeleza mtu, analala, then after the kid is asleep the lady goes to party, then you're left there. Akienda kupati, you don't even know ameenda kupati wapi, ameenda kupati na kina nani. Ile wivu inaanza kuingia, ikipanda you end up even killing the lady. So kama wewe ni mtu wa party, tafuta party girl. Kama wewe ni mtu wa church, tafuta demu wa church mwenye anamheshimu Mungu na anampenda Mungu. Kama wewe ni mtu wa kwenda clubs na kurave na nini, tafuta demu mwenye mtarave na yeye, because ukitafuta demu wa church utakuwa na mhati. You are going home, the lady has been praying for you, ameweka chakula juu ya meza imepoa, then you are going home at maybe 3 in the morning drunk, unatapika na kila kitu. The lady has never seen a man who is drunk, so you'll be like hurting the lady. So hizi vitu tatu, before you say I love you, before you say I propose to you and all that, know who you are dealing with. Kitu kingine katika the college love, that is between 17 to 35. Kuna ile age, because that is when you're starting to love, ndio unaanza kujifunza mapenzi ni nini. For a young man, you want to test, wanasemanga shimo ni shimo except shimo ya nyoka. Hiyo shimo ya nyoka utaipata shuleni na itakuua. So the first thing, if you want to date, but date ukijua una date nani. Then one day ukifika maybe 26, 27, now you want to settle, usianze kutafuta virgin, because wewe umeharibu wangapi hapa nyuma. Huyu virgin mwenye unatafuta anatoka wapi? They are the same ladies. Wale wenye ulikuwa unaharibu kuna wanaume wamewaoa, na wale wenye wale wanaume waliharibu ama walianzisha, na wewe pia hao. Now court with this girl, umjue, umsome, mchukue muda na yeye, so you can learn exactly who you're going to live with. You can learn exactly who you're going to fall in love with, or you'll be fallen in love with. Maybe within your courtship period, utakuwa umejua exactly where you're heading. 2, hii maneno tunasema like at the age of 23, at the age of 23 umeanza kusema mimi nataka kuoa. Unaoa unaenda kupatia bibi nini? Your mom is there, mama mahindi imeisha, mom tutumie ndizi, mom we need it. No, marry somebody you can manage to feed. Marry when you are ready, and marry when you are able to feed and take responsibilities. I think if we can get time, kuna zile corona imetufanyia makosa. Kuna zile we need to do practical. Like you sit down and write in a book or in a paper. Unaandika all the things that you feel if the lady does to you, zitakuua. Then you write exactly what you feel if a man does to you, you'll die. Then unaziangalia, you consider the two sides. Then from there you know mahali unaelekea ni wapi. Huyu dem, do zake, don't zake, like zake, dislike zake, hobby zake na zenye sio zako. Then from there now you can exactly tell this girl loves 1, 2, 3, and I want to work towards making her happy by doing not exactly the opposite of what she wants. Same with the gentleman. We've been talking about gender, tukiangalia the girl child, but gender is both. Gender means a male or a female. So the boy child is also suffering. I'm not talking about the girl child alone. The boy child is also suffering. And mediate them. Wote wako 19. Them ako na sponsor. Boy ndiye anaingia university, hajui chochote. Then all of a sudden, kadem sponsor amekaita out, anatumia. Imagine dem anaitwa out na sponsor, alafu anakutumia pesa. So wewe unafidiwa na sponsor na dem ako kwa sponsor. Hiyo ndio ujinga unaacha. Go to school, first year learn the school, second year learn the environment, the third year now you can take a first year as your girlfriend, because utakuwa umeelewa what exactly university is, what happens in the university or in the college, what do people do or what are you not supposed to do to maintain your girl in the school. Because by the third year utakuwa umekuwa mtu mkubwa, umeanza kufikiria kama mwanaume ama kama mwanamke. Lastly, kwa hiyo department ya shule, don't go to school and start picking up on your lecturers and all that. Those are women when you are making life. What they only do to your life is destroy it. Uko na girlfriend, uko na boyfriend, you hit on the lecturer, kesho kutwa, ule madam amekataa, then your girlfriend comes and directly, either kama hawezi huwa madam, wewe ndiye ataua. Kama hawezi huwa the lecturer mwanaume, dem ndiye atawawa. So tuangalie ni nani and why are we going to these relationships? Because I think we've given ourselves a lot. Tukisema tunajua what is love, why we're falling in love, I want this man, I want this girl, but at the end of the day, in the real sense, we don't know anything. And love is a broad word. So tukiongea about GBV, tunaongea about love, tunaongea about people, tunaongea about divorce, na tunaongea about separation. At the same time tunaongea about watoto wenye wanazaliwa nje ya ndoa. So we do not just talk, but we look at it broadly. Tukiangalia kwamba kuna watoto uzaliwa nje ya ndoa sababu tulianza ujinga na watoto wakazaliwa, na sasa there's nobody to take responsibility over the kid. Yes, take responsibility. Yeah, so when you're giving birth, ukiamua kwamba you want to be a father, be a father. Ukiamua you want to be a mother, be a mother. Ukizaa ukiwa college, wacha kubeba mtoto ukipelekea mzazi nyumbani. Lea mtoto wako, because that is the result of what you are enjoying. Na wewe kama mwanaume, kama mtoto amezaliwa na unajua ni wako, wacha kufika mahali usema kwa kikisi tunasema kwamba talenti weka na rengege tie, and I was not the only player in that field. But when you are playing, you are the player that night, that day. So take responsibility and take care of your kids. If you cannot take responsibility and take care of your kid, mtoto akienda miaka fulani usikuje kuharibia yule mwanadada maisha au mwana yule kaka maisha yake akishapata mtu na amekubali yule mtoto. Things that make us separate mostly ni vitu kama unapata msichana alienda akashika mimba akiwa msichana mdogo, amejifungua, amekuja nyumbani, umekata hiyo mimba, umeenda kama mostly vijana watoto wa kiume. You deny your kid and you say mazeni mtoto sio wangu. Then the lady is like, okay, sitatoa, wacha nilee mtoto wangu. Anaenda na mtoto, analea mtoto, anaolewa, huko kwenye anaenda anafanikiwa. Wewe unaoa na ule mtoto mwenye alizaliwa mwenye ulidinae ni kijana. Then in your life unaanza kutafuta kijana, unazaa watoto wasichana mpaka unafika mahali unakumbuka kuna mtoto nilikataa. Now you want to go to where your girlfriend or your ex-girlfriend was married, uende kuitisha mtoto wako. Sasa Saidi amekuwa wako. Then at the end of the day, separation comes, utafanya wale wa divorce because utaanza kuonyesha huyu pesa ama mtoto pesa, shida ianze kuingia, you're going to cause a lot of things. So, Irene. Irene, I
Yes.
think you're hearing me. Naona tumebaki na around 15 minutes to Sunday. Time also go very fast. So I don't know. Nifululize, unajua nini curfew sinipata nje because I'm still out. Sijafika penye naenda. I don't know. What do you think? Nipatiane nafasi ya question answers or nipatiane nafasi after Sunday? Irene? Hello, Irene? Unmute yourself, please.
Sorry. Nasema tupatiane masaa ya questions. And I think I'll start with the first question.
All right.
And ask, yeah? Now, in a scenario where you have two people and maybe they are violent to each other, maybe the male or the female. Now, do you think wanabadilikanga? Do they change even after being violent in one relationship and then moving on? Do they change?
It depends. Yeah, better. It depends with two things. Number one, what makes these people violent? Kuna wale wanakuanga ukimprovoke ata respond back na matusi na all that. Na ukijua ya kwamba you cannot do this na kuachilie, and then you train yourself not to provoke, usually mtu endanga na change. Na kuna wale tunajua at the end of the day hata ukimfanyia nini hata change. Like currently I'm dealing with a case, the lady is very violent, the man is extra violent. So mwanamke ni ule mwenye sufuria inapita, maji ipite, yani kind of anything that she finds across, kama mlikuwa mnakosana inapita kama upepo. Lazima utagongwa. And the man ni ule mwenye ukirusha yeye pia atakutandika. So it depends how they will treat each other wakati wako na shida. Wakati wako na, like when there is a quarrel, where do they tackle this quarrel? Kuna wale utapata like they want to quarrel mbele ya kila mtu. That is a very hard couple or partners to deal with because they don't care na hakuna kuchange. With that one usingoje change. But kuna wale utapata like mtu amekosewa, ndio ni mkali, atakosewa na harudi to the house waende kusort kwa nyumba. Those ones do change because utapata mmoja hata kama wote ni wakali, but kuna ule mmoja umeza mbele ya watu. And then we have these ones when unapata like ni wakali wote, and when they have a issue, instead of solving it, they each call the parents or the family members. Utapigia mamangu umenikosea nimueleze ABCD, and then utapigia babako pia ama your family also you do the same. So when you do that, your mom will take the negative side of your spouse. And also my family will also take the negative side of my spouse. Now when they take that, number one, siku mtasameana, wazazi wako ama familia yako haitasamea ule mtu. Kama ni mwanamke hawatawahi msamea, kama ni mwanaume watakuwa najua tu this man is ABCD. So before you call home ati sababu umekasirika utaki kumuongelesha, mkiongeleshana mtapigana, mkifanya hii itatokea, no. The first thing, kama you cannot give dialogue space, then there's no marriage there or there's no relationship there. Kuna ule mtu atakupata, Irene, in a situation like you having friends na ajui ni akina nani, and then ana react, unapata jamaa ameanza kukutandika. What do you do? Na wewe una respond back na coffee, then it becomes a scene. Mkifika kwa nyumba like you don't want to see each other. Why? Amukupeana nafasi umuulize, hata kama ulikuwa umekasirika unaona amehagiwa, take your time, urudi ukuje kumwambia kwamba babe, kuna mali nilikuona, kuna something you did na sikufurahia. Na mtu mwenye ako na akili, with that small whatever, ataomba msamaha. Utasikia akikwambia I'm very sorry, it was not my intention to hurt you, but that was so and so, or you introduce them. Because vitu mingi zenye uletanga hizi shida zenye mimi ni mkali wewe ni mkali, ni ile wakati nakuuliza huyo nani, ulikuwa unataka kae nani? So with your voice, if you cannot lower your voice and talk, and also lower my voice and talk, then there's nowhere we can rhyme. So if our voices ziko juu zote, hakuna siku, and it will never work. So ukiona ni violent and you're violent, the best thing to do, you give a trial, ikishindikana, walk away. And the best way of walk away when you're still friends. Don't walk away wakati mmechukiana. You don't want to see each other. You're like, yani, hii ndio mtu atake kukuuliza wala kukuongelesha juu ya fulani. I think that is the best time to walk away. And always, when you see it's not working, try and walk away as early as possible. Don't wait until you die. Because kukufa siku hizi ni kitu rahisi sana. You can die anytime with 1 stab, 10 stabs, and bado utakuwa umekufa. Hata kikudunga moja ya tumbo umeenda. So ukiona ni violent and huwezi manage, na wewe ni violent, just walk out. Patia kijana yenyewe nafasi, na kijana yenyewe pia kupatia nafasi. Back to Irene.
Thank you. Thank you for answering that. I don't know if there is a question. I'm giving you the next 5 minutes. Ask a question. A question from the audience. I came to ask.
There, let me check if somebody has written a. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Tobias. Sorry. So sorry. I think
sorry. Sorry.
Thank you.
I
had not read your message.
Yes.
Yeah. So
sorry.
I want to.
My friends were joining.
Pardon?
My friends were joining, but they were asking me. It is full of Kiswahili local language for Kenya. So
I'm sorry for that.
They had to go back. But
no, I'm so sorry. Irene.
Yes.
Now that there's no question from the audience, I want to ask my audience.
Ask.
And they just write, let them write for a chat. What was the last time, if you are in a relationship, did you feel butterflies and still you are in the same relationship? 2, can you write down what you think? Okay, let me just use English. All the negative side of your spouse and the positive side. Then write the negative side of you and the positive side, and check, weigh which one is lighter and which one is heavy. If you find like, just write it in your mind, then you'll go do practical, because it helps a lot in maintaining your relationship.
If you find the negative side is heavier, or there are more than 20 things in the negative and you only have 3 or 5 in the positive, then I think you're in the wrong relationship. But if you find 20 in the positive and 3 in the negative, then work out for the 3 to be also the positive. Try and get your SWOT and the SWOT of your spouse, so as by the end of the day, you know exactly where the strong points of your partner is and your strong points as a person are. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard. Uh, some of them will write.
Mhm.
Is check no comment now. Maybe the audience, any additions you have? We see here Catherine, Brian, Tobias, Tracy, Michael, Ruth.
Yes, Irene.
Any comments? Any comments?
I can see Tobias' hand is up.
Okay. Mine is to first of all say thank you for Isna for the wise and inspirational presentation. I've really learned a lot. Choosing a spouse whom you know the background is very important to end gender violence. And then something that made me to start asking myself questions whether the youth who enter blind relationships really think twice before they do so. Some ending up into doing things that they regret later, like abortion. Choosing someone whom you work with, know him or her, understand his or her backgrounds. Listener's presentation was very wise, and I hope the youth who have attended this and are inclusive have been challenged. Thank you so much, listeners. And I look forward to have such a presentation. I think this should just be maybe a start. Next time we ought to have a recap of this so that we reach out to other youth. I'm sorry for the other youth who didn't make it. They were able to, but because of time schedule, some didn't attend, being a Friday. But I hope next time they will. Thank you so much, listeners, for the presentation, and I'm really inspired.
Thank you, Tobias.
Yeah. Thank you for the meeting and for the discussion. I was looking at any other person with a question. Any comments from the group? And I think that we can end there. Thank you very, very much.
Irene, before you end,
Yeah.
I'll wish, because I've only touched on 2 topics and very speedy. My pace was very high,
Yeah.
Violence need like 3 hours of pure interaction.
Okay.
I'm available anytime that the youth needs me. There's a lot we need to talk about gender-based violence that touch directly to our people. We need to talk. In fact, I didn't touch anything on rape because these partners rape each other on a daily basis and they don't know. And there is a lot that they need to know. So at the end of the day, you fall in love with a man, a real man or a real woman, not a rapist. You fall in love with a gentleman, not just any man. And at the end of the day, you say, I'm blessed being with this person. Those are the times when somebody asks you, what is the name of your spouse? You can mention the 7 names and nicknames. So next time, if you have Nafasi, just let me know. I'll be available. I'll avail myself in order to help our people. Thank you so much for all who joined, and I wish you the best.
Before you leave, listeners, a kind request to you. Will you mind to prepare a document of what we've just presented, the remaining topics you didn't present, so that maybe I with Irene, maybe after the program that we have for Linda Vijay initiative maybe is done, we can have a recap of this nice presentation from you, so that we bring on board other many youth who would have wished to attend this Zoom call to attend, because it is really touching and has so much that other different categories of people are missing out to understand. Would that be fine? I think Irene, it is really nice to have this again, maybe in the next sessions after we're done with the program that we already have in place.
Yeah, I think I can arrange so she can get a document. We have documents on the same, and we have even a broader one that I'll wish to share, not even for only me to talk about, but also you, when you're outside there, you can also take that opportunity and talk to the people, not only youth, but our people. So I'll avail the documents once I'm
going. Can you share to our WhatsApp group or maybe through Irene, so that we can
yeah, I'll share a document through Irene's mail, so